Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Got a little space. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And people still fill in the stands. And he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. He'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hawkeyes offense will go to work first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Punt is on its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Nebraska's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jason.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked. Maybe
trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna run it. It's Moulton. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. The Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. Fires downfield. Got a wide open receiver. Wide open spaces. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. The Hawkeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Unloads quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. He's dragged down at the 12, chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Johnson. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Got it set up on the outside. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Raiola. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. Wants to bring it back. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Gill.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. They'll line up for a second down play. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Snagged in the middle, it's Hunter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Trying to set up the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. It's a running room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his head.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the back. Jukes his way for more.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back. 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Using his legs to buy some time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. They'll try to get it in with a run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Now he's looking to throw it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ives. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
They'll try the run, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it slips just inside that right upright. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
The Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the tailback. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. He's going to run it. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Barney. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Gonna run it. It's Washington. Gives him some room to operate as he rumbles ahead for 6 out to the 15-yard line. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air, it's Raiola. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. A little screen to the running back. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Huskers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
The Cornhuskers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Touch pass on the run. Plunge through the tackle. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Here comes the Heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the run, still looking. Turning on the Jets. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football.
Oh, a lot of space.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top again. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll throw on 3rd down. Rush is on him. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gill. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.